All right, so we're back, and as you can see, I went ahead and stuck this on to the rod, so it already looks a bit suspended. Decorated it with some of our Pastry Pride product. We're using some of the unicorn popcorn. We do have the puff waffle here that's actually inside there. This is what it looks like outside of it. We have our top layer cake. We have our pink ganache. We have all of our frostings here in our bags ready to go. We have some of our decorations here, our chocolates or sprinkles, some of our cotton candy mixture, and some of our regular cream that we're going to use in certain spots. And we also have some of this awesome stuff called prism powder. This gives it its final glittery touch so it shimmers in the light. So what I'm going to do here for this one, this will be the top cup that's looking like it's pouring down into the top layer of the cake. I'm going to add some ganache here and go heavy. And I'm just gonna squeeze all the way around the inside and let that just drip all the way down. So coat the inside of that cup, just like that. And get it nice and coated. What doesn't get coated, I'll just put some sprinkles in there down at the bottom, but most of it should get coated. So it's gonna look like a pink drink inside the cup. And then I'm gonna have taffy pouring out of this. At the Sweet Pop Shop, they sell taffy by the bag, so you can purchase that. So I wanna really showcase what they sell here and using all of my techniques. We'll let this dry. We're gonna coat it all. And we'll let it dry. It should be drying pretty quickly. So this ganache is just basically chocolate and some of your heavy whipping cream, which makes this. So I want to keep turning it so it doesn't seep down the bottom, and then we don't have any of it on the side. So you can really see the logo there for her, and we'll let this dry. So this really cool part about the rod, we'll go back to doing this. We use some nuts and some washers to give stability for the top layer of the cake. And that's gonna look really amazing. So we're gonna have the cake off to the side. It's gonna be off center, just a tad to the right. And then we're gonna decorate the bottom with this product here, which is a little bit of a cotton candy crumble. So we'll go ahead and have all the cotton candy crumble on there. I'm gonna have them put this in the refrigerator for me so that it can stay cold. And we're gonna start to do a bit of a crumb coat of this stuff on the cake, just like that. So we'll get as much as we can on it, on the bottom. We're gonna transfer this right now, and we're gonna use taffy down at the bottom. So you'll see when we get towards the end of it, here we have some areas where you'll still see a bit, but I'm gonna use some candy, and I'm gonna use some taffies, and I'm gonna use some sprinkles to hide all that. So then I'm gonna just get this and go up on it. And give it just a little bit more where some areas, I don't need a bunch of it, I just need it to look. Usually I work with music, but for this video, we have no music. But to really get into it, usually got Britney Spears going on in the background, pump us up, get everybody going. People laugh at me all the time, like, you listen to Britney Spears? I sure do. Gets you going. So we got most of that down there on the bottom. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna lift up the cake. And I have a cake board underneath here, but I also added a little bit of glue underneath so that it would stay. So we're gonna try to get the glue off just by giving it a little rub. Shouldn't be too much under there. Just a light dab to help when I'm spinning the cake with the whipping cream, that it doesn't go anywhere. So I have a little hole already cut to go on the rod. So we're gonna locate it. I'm gonna have one of the assistants here look and see if they can locate that. All right, let's do that. So you look and see where that hole is for me? Under there?
Yeah, it's right.
Is it right here?
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
So as it comes down, it should hold. It should hold. If it doesn't hold and it falls, well then there you go, and it's a big fail. But it's holding, so we're good. So after we get it where we want it, we are going to clean up the top a little bit here. And I'm gonna probably put a piece of popcorn in there. So it usually holds it in place from it really going anywhere around it. It kind of acts like a filler. And it keeps it from moving so much. So it is leaning a little bit to the side. So what I like to do, I usually carry a few extra washers, and I'll stick a washer in there to help it. Or what I'll do is I'll get cardboard, and I'll put a piece of cardboard in there, or a stick, or anything that you could use to help it from turning over to the side so much. So we'll do that towards the end. I have a little something I can stick under there to give it